My name is Trip Tollison. I work for WTC Savannah.
Hi, I'm Lee Ryan, Vice President of World Trade Center, Savannah.
I'll take this first. We're very honored to receive these awards because it basically provides recognition that we're trying to do the best that we can for our partners here, and of course, working with other World Trade Center associations. And very honored to receive it, and it's also a reflection on what our regional partners are doing as well. So, huge honor.
We are so proud to be recognized by the World Trade Center Association and our peers. It was an honor to be recognized in Bangalore, India, and it really reassures our team that we're providing the value not only to our regional partners, but also to the WTCA network that we're a part of.
So for us, one of the things that we get real excited about when we're working with our World Trade Center partners is basically going out and telling a good story of what World Trade Center does for our organization. One of the benefits that we have is that our companies have access to this incredible network, and it allows us to really get things done for them, especially those that are looking to do business overseas or internationally. And so the brand, it really sells itself, and it allows us to connect instantaneously on behalf of our company.
I would agree. It's quite a strategy to be able to share with our businesses in our region of Southeast Georgia that we are a phone call or an email away from access to business leaders and elected officials all over the globe. So I think it's really important for all of the World Trade Centers around the globe to appreciate our vast network. And I would encourage all of our World Trade Centers to become certified and develop their respective services. If we all work together for the common goal of supporting global trade, it just increases the value of our brand, the World Trade Center Association altogether, and each of our individual license holders throughout the globe. It's not just for the members of each World Trade Center, but it also lifts the World Trade Center Association.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The power of the WTCA network to me comes from within, and the more of the within that we have, the better the network's going to be. It will, as long as we keep doing what we're doing, it will be a standard operating procedure for us. It is a very important tool that we not only sell to our customers, our partners, but it allows us to garner the information and to interact with the incredible network. And so, we're only as good as we help our other networks. And so, the Reciprocity Desk allows us to do that, and allows us to do that very efficiently. And so when we go out and sell our services and talk about the Reciprocity Desk, it's very important that we keep it up, that we keep doing what we're doing, because our members and our partners really enjoy that asset.
Yeah, I would just add on that it is part of our culture, and it's very important that we respond timely to the requests from our World Trade Center partners around the globe. Even if we can't help them or we need more information, the quicker that we can respond, the better they can service the needs of their prospective businesses. And we would expect that same respect on the other side. So we just want to be good partners and continue to make that part of our strategy.
Three things: involvement, involvement, and involvement. I mean, you have to me, I think it makes no sense for a World Trade Center organization to just purchase the license and do nothing with it, right? Everything that comes on the service side really enhances the investment. And so if you don't get involved, you don't attend the seminars, you don't go to the World Business Forum, if you don't participate, then obviously the chances of winning an award aren't going to exist, because you've got to have the participation side in order to garner what you get out of the investment.
Agreed. I think that one of our assets is that we have made personal connections with World Trade Centers throughout this network, and attending and being involved in the organization is what it is all about. So I would encourage everybody to get more involved. Send somebody on your team, at least one person, to all the in-person events, and make them worthwhile, and connect and learn from others. We're all doing it a little bit different, and we can all learn and grow from others. Sure. I mean, this is a hard question, because I think the challenge with the reciprocity is when you reach out, especially in the reciprocity desk, you're hoping that someone will respond positively, right? So the challenge is when maybe you don't reach somebody that can help you. But I would say the flip side is that we overcome it because we use it so often. And we overcome it because we have more wins than we have losses. And we've had some really great experiences with World Trade Centers in Africa, for example, and we've reached out to them, and they've gone above and beyond what our initial request was to get us to the solution that we really needed for our partners. So I would say that there are challenges with everything in business, but don't give up, just keep trying.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, Lee, why don't you tell the story about the refrigerant?
Sure. So we received a request from a local company looking to source some cylinders of refrigerant. And, understandably so, World Trade Center staff doesn't always understand the complexities of everybody's business. But luckily, reaching out through the World Trade Center Association network, usually there's somebody on the other side that can. So we were able to connect directly with 2 World Trade Centers in India that made introductions and facilitated trade opportunities for these partners. So from these introductions and these interactions, meaningful conversations are happening and are currently taking place between one of the World Trade Centers. And then we have other opportunities in India that have spawned from that. So again, the outreach is the first step, but it can explore other opportunities and other avenues for participation. I received a call just at the end of last week from one of our partners looking for some assistance in London, and reached out to World Trade Center London and immediately got a response with some connectivity. So again, the power of the network reigns true, but you have to use it.
That's right. You got to use it, or else it's not going to happen. And so we've got a lot of great stories, especially like the one that Lee just told. But again, to encourage the participation, like we mentioned earlier, reciprocity and the things that we strive for don't exist unless everybody participates. And so a message that I always say, especially when we talk about the value of the World Trade Center license and the network, is, just like any other organization, you got to get involved and you got to participate. And without that, then it really makes it hard to do business. So for us, we record, or at least take a record of all reciprocity engagements. And so that's the metric, right? You can record and you can use those data points to show if the reciprocity, for example, if the conversation was successful, or maybe we weren't able to assist. Most of the time we are able to assist, but we record all those data points. Even if it's a phone call, what's the best restaurant in Savannah, or something as little as that. We always record it to make sure that we're keeping up with our records. And by doing that, you have a better or more tangible selling point when you talk about the reciprocity and when you talk about the network. And so we strive to record all of that so that we're keeping up with the data.
And our recording also gives us a way to look back, not only just to assess the activity level, but it gives us a good way to look back to reach back out to a company. Maybe we made a connection and we stepped away from it. It gives us a chance 3 months, 6 months, a year later to step back and say, how did that go? Did it move forward? Is there anything else we can help you with? So it's also a reminder to us to stay engaged and see if there are other opportunities. Did that lead somewhere else? And again, to Tripp's comments about stories, it gives us more stories to tell. And the more stories that we can tell and share, the better we are at providing the value to all the customers.
Oh, that's easy. So everyone's heard the phrase "time is money," and so we believe in that. Certainly here, by joining World Trade Center Association, of course, the global network, we save a lot of time by interacting with different World Trade Centers throughout the world. Meaning that if we didn't have that, like I said earlier, instantaneous connection, it would take us hours and hours and hours to find out, what's the best business practice, or what can we do with a certain country or this city in this country to facilitate trade and investment with a company back in Savannah. You can do this in a matter of minutes, or certainly within an hour, whether it's by contacting the reciprocity desk or talking to the individual license holder in a certain city. You can garner so much information, even just as little as trying to figure out if a certain company is legitimate or not in that jurisdiction. You can handle that with a phone call or going online with WTCA, or you can spend hours and hours and hours and hours to do that. So to me, that's one of the biggest reasons why we do it.
Yeah, I would hope that everybody would reach out to World Trade Center Savannah if they were looking for information about Savannah in Georgia, right? I mean, who knows it better than we do? So the ultimate asset of this network is we all know about our regions the best, and we all have various nuggets of industries and expertise. And so why not reach out to everybody? Why not be part of this network? Because ultimately you have over 300 World Trade Centers in nearly 100 countries at your fingertips with their areas of expertise, their knowledge of their region, and the businesses and the assets in that region. Absolutely. Tripp, you're right. Easy answer.